This is the story of a misguided teen, a troubled young man who questioned the purpose of his own life and doubted the very existence of God. Where will he go in life? Astonishingly, in this Paranormal TV classic, meet the lost soul who became a healer. It's the remarkable story of Reverend Willard Fuller.
My name is Roland Marquis. I have a bachelor's degree in archaeology and ancient Greek.
Now I'm going to use the little mirror.
Il va utiliser le petit miroir
with the flashlight.
Avec la lampe de poche.
And you look at the mirror and see if.
Well, I saw a lot of strange things. For example, a woman who had maybe a dozen of silver fillings. And I saw them slowly transforming into gold fillings. I looked at the process twice, and the gold was expanding on her fillings.
Meet young Willard Fuller, born and raised in Colfax Parish, Louisiana. Willard had won a scholarship to the seminary, but he stuttered so badly, he was embarrassed to give his acceptance speech at graduation.
Hi, Anita.
Hello.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
All right.
Listen, I have a plan.
What is it, Willard?
Willard stuttered, but was convincing all the same. He coaxed his friend into switching scholarships. She went to the seminary, and Willard went to the Dodge Institute, where he overcame his stuttering. 5 years later, he returned home. He found himself attending church, but his interest was anything but religious.
But when thou makest a feast, call the poor, the maimed, the lame, and the blind, and thou shalt be blessed, for they
Daddy
cannot
knows you're here.
recompense thee.
You could learn a lot from his sermon.
If
he sees you sleeping, we'll never be able to go anywhere together.
And when one of them that sat at meat with him heard these things, he said unto him, Blessed is he that eats bread in the kingdom of God.
Couldn't you find
Then
someone
said
better
he
to
unto
do
him,
this?
A certain man made a great supper, and bade many, and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, Come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuse.
It was so strange.
What was?
I heard this voice in my head, clear as a bell.
What did it say?
You do it.
What?
It said you do it. Like I'd been chosen to do something or something. I don't know.
Oh, maybe it was God calling you.
God? Nah.
It's a miracle, Willard. You might have got a special calling from God.
Well, I don't want a special calling from God.
Why? You could go
No,
on
I'm just an ordinary guy. I want to work. I want to make money. I want to have a good time. That's all.
Sorry, Willard.
Yeah. Me too.
It's a calling from God. It's a calling from God. It's a calling from God. It's a calling from God.
Willard heard the calling a second time, but he did not heed it. He continued his education, graduating with a degree in business administration and electrical engineering. He taught radar mechanics in the Signal Corps during World War II and worked as a roughneck on the oil rigs. But the worldly life he was leading left him unfulfilled, and his earlier experience of a calling haunted him. Then, in 1946, 14 years later, he came home once more, and as was the custom of his family, he went to church.
I'm not going to talk to you about revival. I'm going to talk to you about answering the call to the ministry. I'm going to ask you if you are turning your back on God. Do you think you know yourself? Do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel that you are doing your very best? Or do you feel there is something missing in your life? Are you prepared to give up that which you can never keep in order to get that which you can never lose?
Reverend, I'm just a regular guy. Now, I probably like women too much. And beer. And I get into fights. And I don't like being broke. There's just nothing about me that leads me to believe I should go into the seminary.
Except that you feel that God has chosen you to do something.
Yeah, except that.
Well, I'm sure the Lord knows what he's doing better than you.